Hello and welcome back, I'm Lygo and this series is about learning the MLS in Football Manager. This episode, episode 4, we have our first cup final, the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup final, and also a mid-season update. Before we dive into that, as ever, if you find this video helpful or entertaining and want to see more, leave a thumbs up down below and subscribe to the channel. It not only helps me out greatly, but also helps other people in finding these videos as well. And now with the introduction out of the way, let's have a look firstly at how the games have been going. And we've seen a couple of them. Let me scroll up to the start of the season. That first game against Colorado Rapids was a 1-1 draw, and we went on that bit of a strange run where we were undefeated but drawing a lot of games and a lot of green in there. And you can see we played 2 opening rounds of the Lamar Hunt Cup, a couple of wins there, and then our first defeat of the season came away at Atlanta, 2-0 defeat to them. It's not a real shame, they are a strong side. That was followed up by 2 draws, and I believe it was around then we switched to the 4-2-3-1, where we then beat Orlando City 1-0, followed up with 2 more wins against Sporting Kansas and Philadelphia Union. And then since then the form has been mixed. We lost in the Leagues Cup first round, which is a cup between the Mexican top league and the MLS. Not really sure how that works. There wasn't much information. Just seems to be some select teams from the MLS and the Mexican League. However, we are dumped out of that at the first time of asking. That was followed up by 2 more defeats, 2 heavy defeats. One against Houston Dynamo and then a third against Minnesota, which we managed to get back into the game on 77 minutes. And then if you look over here, 86, 90 and 91. We just crumbled in the last 10 minutes, leading to a heavy defeat. Bounced back with 2 2-0 wins, but then we threw a game away against DC United. We were 2-0 up at half time. They scored twice in the second half. And then most recently we lost again to Colorado Rapids 3-2 after fighting to get back into the game, and now we face them in the final of the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup, which strangely is on a Tuesday. Not quite sure why that is, why they wouldn't save that for a weekend. I don't know. But that leaves things looking like this. The Western Conference looking like this. We are currently sat 6th. We have only played 22 games. Minnesota are right behind us, so we could quite easily bump up. We've got at least 1 game in hand on Portland Timbers, puts us right behind them. But then maybe 2-3 games on the other 2 teams, so we're still in with a shout there. As regards to the Supporters Shield, we are a bit further down, and you can see we are starting to look very average there. 9 wins, 9 draws, 4 defeats. But again, similar to the conference, we've got a couple of games in hand against most of the teams ahead of us, so fingers crossed we can jump back up there. And the 2 key players in all of this, Chicharito with 10 goals, would like more from him. He has missed a couple of games. And also 10 assists from Jonathan Dos Santos, and by far and away the highest average rating of player for us as well. So we are meeting expectations there. The Leagues Cup, we were expected to get to the quarter-final. That didn't happen. And the not important, apparently, Lamar Hunt US Open Cup, we do have our way into the Champions League next season. And the team for the cup final looks like this. We have Klinsmann in goal, Fisher, Gonzalez, Steres and Acosta at the back, and Beer and Dos Santos in the midfield. Alvarez, Leggett and Carlton ahead of them, with Zubac leading the line. Unfortunately, Chicharito has picked up an injury. Going to be out for a couple of weeks, pulled ankle ligaments. So, huge disappointment for him to miss the final, and Aidan Barlow still out injured as well. Would have been a big player in this. But that's the team that we've got, so we'll submit the team. Go into the match in the dressing room. We've already had the pre-team meeting where we've agreed that we're not going to put too much pressure on the lads, but it is a cup final. They don't get here every day. So let's go and avenge what happened last time against Colorado. Let's dive straight into the game. We don't need to see the lineups. We know Colorado down in the bottom right there. They've got more or less a back 6 in place. But it is then with the first highlight. Chance from a free kick, goes wide. And early on the clock there, it's a little bit worrying. So they've come out of the traps very quickly, as they did in the last game. And I think what I'm going to do is just go a little bit more attacking as well. Just try and push on where we've got the possession advantage. If that starts to drop, we will start being a little bit more cautious going forward. Dos Santos' corner comes to nothing, and Beers picked the ball up again. It's got another opportunity to get it in. Carlton at the back post, tucks it away. Andrew Carlton, 5th goal of the season. What a finish from him, and what a ball in that second time from Dos Santos. And he has plenty of time Bia, we see here, recovers the ball, nobody marking Dos Santos. Time to put his head up, pick anybody in the box, opts to go for Carlton at the back post and leaves him with a simple tap in, and we are ahead in the tie. We don't need to see that a second time. And this is a lot more positive than the game we just played against Colorado. And like I said, start of the video rather. There is an opportunity to get into the Champions League with this. We get into the Champions League first round should we win this game. So big prize weighing in here, and Acosta plenty of time on the edge of the area. Well picked out and rifles one into the top left corner. Excellent goal there. We have all the momentum going our way. And we just need to do what we haven't done all season and see these games out. A couple of times we've come back, but most of our draws are from winning positions. What a goal there from Acosta, who incidentally has just signed a new contract. We have lost Traore at the end of the season. It was a toss-up between the two whether to keep one or not. And with Acosta being homegrown, I thought I'd keep him. And he is rewarding us for rewarding him. So very much a symbiotic relationship there, and what a game this is turning out to be for us. So patting everybody on the back at halftime, keep doing what you're doing. But as we say that, Colorado getting their first attempt, and Klinsmann with a huge save. He has forced his way into this team. Jonathan Bond, not a bad keeper, but I think Klinsmann got a game or two in the cup early on. And since then, he has proved himself. He's had, I think, one game where he had a bit of a wobble. But other than that, he is very much a reliable keeper. And at 24 years old, I think he is, 24 years old, he's turning out to be a big player and could be for years to come. But we've hit the hour mark. We're going to make our substitutions. I think it's going to be two of the attacking players. We'll take, firstly, Alvarez can come off and Korenuik on this right-hand side. And Leggett, we can move him and Carlton and also bring Ilas onto this left wing. Play him as a winger. Send them both out there. And we will drop a little bit of praise on the team. But if Colorado go and score here, it could have been a bit early and oh my god, it's pinged around in the box. It's ended up in our goal, and what has gone on there? It's a good corner to the back post. Cleared off the line, but that's unfortunate. Ilas trying to clear the ball. Cannons off another player, and unfortunately our player can do nothing about that, and we nearly hit back with an instant reply, but there seems to be a push at the far side. Not quite sure what's gone on there, but anyway, the goal has been disallowed. We've got one more substitute to make. We will make that around the 80-minute mark. I don't want to be taking Dos Santos off. He's very much a key player of ours, but is tiring. And Colorado in behind, and we've done it again. This is the problem that goes on time after time this season. And I suppose that could be my fault for being too attacking, but 2-0 up. We've just thrown this 2-0 lead away. Costa missing his header. They get hold of the ball. Lewis in behind. And Gonzalez doesn't track the run, and we've thrown this game away. Let's pause that, make our final substitution. And I think the final one is going to be Clyerstan on for Carlton. What does he want to do? We'll leave him as an attacking midfield, but I think we'll push him a bit further forward. We'll start playing a little bit more direct with a bit more freedom. Just try and get this game before it goes any more out of our control. We've got 10 minutes left to make a difference here. And this game has been turned on its head, and all the momentum is with Colorado at this point. We've got one last highlight, looks to be before the final whistle. Launched into the box, headed clear. Can we get the ball back in again? Korenuik hits the post. Zubak recovers the ball, still alive, but comes to nothing. And Fisher trying to make something happen, forced to go all the way back, and that could have been the winner. Hit the post in the 93rd minute. How disappointing, and we are showing signs of life then. But still, the game hasn't finished. We're coming back down this right-hand side, and Clyerstan, can he get the ball into the box? Just throw it in the box at this point. And Beer goes wide to Acosta. Switches it to Fisher. Fisher lumps it into the box, headed clear, and that's probably going to be the final whistle. It looks like this is going to extra time. And we're now into 94th minute. We're past the amount of added time. Is this going to be a highlight, or is the referee going to blow? Eyeless goes for a corner, but we're not going to get time for that. End of 90 minutes. And hands on hips. I think not happy with the performance. Klinsmann's demotivated, but for the most part, that's done its job. It's spurred on the rest of the team. And we're going to shout a bit of encouragement because we just need one more chance. And with that, we've got killer set piece player in Dos Santos. We'll play for set pieces from now on as well. And we've got the ball, 100 minutes on the clock. Korenuik trying to get down this right-hand side. Not seen much from him when he came on. Fisher getting forward. If we get the ball into the box, we can. It's missed everybody. Eyeless has picked it up. Acosta. Danny Acosta's second goal of the game. Second goal of the season. What a finish. That's 2 superb goals from him today. We'll have another look at that, and then I'm going to change the tactics, and we will drop back a bit this time. Fisher manages to whip his foot around it, misses everybody at the first time. Eyeless reverse ball, and the power on the shot from Acosta there, just too much for the keeper. And we will make the adjustments to the tactics. And I think what we're going to do, we'll drop back to cautious with this. We will stay direct. We don't need to be more creative there. We'll take off the overlaps. I think in terms of in possession, that's fine. The keeper can slow things down. When possession has been won, no, we'll keep that on the counter. And we'll also just drop these lines back a little bit. And at this point, we'll just try and see the game out. We'll confirm them changes. And I wonder if we can make another substitution, but Colorado with a corner here. We need to head that clear, and Beer does well to head it away rather at the first time. It's into the box. Klinsmann with a good save. He looked to be offside though. I think, yeah, the offside has been given. And we've managed to get to half time. Got 15 minutes to hang on now. We'll shout a little bit of praise again just to encourage the team over the line. 5 more minutes to go, and this has been a lot more tense than it needed to be. 2 goals up, and we threw it away. And we switched the formation to get a bit more attacking oomph. But we are a little bit more susceptible at the back, but we do get there in the end. We managed to get over the line. We have our first trophy. Number 8, I think, is Dos Santos, the captain, going up to collect the trophy. There I am at providing it to Dos Santos. LA Galaxy have their first trophy of this save. Dos Santos lifts the trophy. We get the fireworks. We get the ticker tape. And what a cup run this has been. And with that, we also confirm our place in the first round of the Champions League next season. And the team going on their parade there. And with that, we will wrap this episode up here. If you want more MLS content, leave a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel. It not only helps me out, but also helps other people in finding these videos. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.